Hey, what's up guys? It's Danny and today I'm going to talk to you about YouTube's latest change to their monetization rule and what you can do to stay ahead. So on February 22nd, there was a massive change that was made on YouTube that really stirred things up and got people posting and commenting and making videos and a little bit mad. And that change was that unless you had at least 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 hours of watch time, which adds up to 240,000 minutes, they were going to take monetization away from these creators, right, from their channels. And basically what that did is there have been people that have been working for years and years and years to build their channel and get their content out there, right, like all these new creators, building up their subscribers, building up their videos, building up their watch time, and they've been enjoying a little bit of the pie, right, a little bit of cash. And as soon as this rule went into effect, that was taken away from them, right? And some small creators like myself who had about 180 subscribers but a good amount of watch time, we were making a little bit of money, right? Like last year, I made enough to buy Sony Vega 14 movie editor program. That was like so awesome and so cool, and I was so pumped up that this new hobby that I started, making videos on YouTube, was actually going somewhere and I was getting rewarded from it. But as soon as these changes went into place, that motivation, making money, being able to reinvest in my channel and buy new stuff and really get things going and being able to see it grow, and have a return, that all went away. And yeah, I'm right there with everybody else. I was a little mad myself. It is a very bitter feeling to accomplish something, whether, no matter how small it is, and then have that taken away from you from the powers that be. And so in this video, we're going to get into, why YouTube is doing that, kind of the dynamics behind their new choice, and also what channels like us can do about that. What can the little guy do to get to a place to where you have that ability to put ads on your channel again, ability to give yourself that financial motivation. But really quick, I want to give a shout out to Anna from Brazil. She's been so awesome, so amazing, following our channel for quite a while now, cheering us on and motivating us, and I just wanted to give her a shout out. So please go over, check out her channel and give some of her videos likes, subscribe, all that good stuff, and make her feel good about what she's doing on YouTube. So why all these changes, right? Why did YouTube take away this wonderful monetization tool that was open to every single creator? Well, the first thing to realize is YouTube is a business. They're a very large business and they're making a lot of money, and they're a corporation, and unfortunately this is just something that happens whenever companies get so big. They rule-atize everything. Everything has to have rules and everything has to be protected and safe, and they want to protect their revenue and all this sort of stuff, and us little creators don't really care. But the bottom line fact is that yes, YouTube is an actual company, a massive corporation. They make tons of money, and they're going to do this kind of stuff to ensure their revenue and the advertisers' revenues, right? And unfortunately, it's us little creators that get hit by it. Anyone over 1,000 subscribers, which there's plenty of people out there like that, not even worried about this. This doesn't hit them, it doesn't affect their channel much. In fact, those folks might now be making more money than they were making before the change, because YouTube has stopped paying out so much money to all of us little subscribers, and they have that bit of cash on the side. So I've noticed that their ad rates have gone up about $1.50 in the US in just a week or two. And so I don't have 100% guaranteed information, but I think that they're taking that money that they're saving from not paying the little creators under 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time, and they're giving it back to the guys over that, the girls over that. Basically, YouTube is protecting the product that they sell, the way they get money, and that is advertising space, right? For all these other companies that come in and they make some money off of clicks and they make money off of people watching your videos. They want to guarantee these guys that, yeah, your advertisement's going to hit an audience that is legit. It's not going to be on someone's channel that's posting really weird stuff. And these are just a few of the measures that enable them to guarantee that. And in turn, they get to keep their customers, they get even more ads bought out. And I heard and read in news and whatnot that in 2018 YouTube is actually going to up their ad rates. So this could be part of the process to say, hey, our ads are more valuable, pay us more. Basically what this change does is it gives the guaranteed channels, the channels that have the creators that aren't just jacking around and just making weird content, it gives these guaranteed channels more of a boost in what they're doing and what they're creating, and that brings more value to the advertisements that advertising space that YouTube is selling, and then the advertisers get more value because they get more clicks and they get more sales and whatnot. And unfortunately it took out a lot of us little guys, right? And I'm sure there are a few little guys out there that needed to be removed from the equation, but there's also a lot of little guys that we lost that motivation. I used to look at how my revenue was growing throughout the year and think, man, this is something awesome, and that motivated me. And now we have to find something else that motivates us. So what can we do about this change? So for myself, I've created like 3 main focuses for the rest of the year to really try to get to that 1,000 subscriber point. In my channel, I focused a whole lot on watch time. So watch time wise, I should make it by the end of the year. I looked at a 1-year track. I checked how much watch time do I have in the last 90 days. And if that's multiplied by 4, I should hit the mark. I should actually be above the mark. But my subscribers is way down. When I started doing YouTube, I didn't really care a whole lot about subscribers. I was just creating content on YouTube and I was getting some good views. And so I was like, you know what? I don't really need subscribers right now. The views are what really, in the sense of money, the views were generating my ad revenue. And so subscribers didn't have a huge impact, so I barely even focused on it. Now, because of that weakness, unfortunately, that's shutting my channel down. And so what I've told myself, is it's time to hustle. I can't continue creating content and dealing with YouTube the same way I did it last year, because last year I was on this progressive path to success, and now my path has drastically changed, and your path has drastically changed too. When we're making our content, we really need to start working harder to build up what our channels need to get those views and get that subscriber amount. Just because I have my views down, you guys may be struggling with getting your views in, and there's things that we have to do to ensure that people are subscribing and that people are watching and that they're not just clicking and seeing 10 seconds and leaving, and that they're not just watching our whole entire videos and not subscribing, right? So we have to hustle, we have to make more, and we have to really put in some extra effort to ensure that our videos are interesting, that we're creating videos that people actually want to watch, right? And that are getting lots of watch time, and then not just clicks and people looking at it for a few seconds. And then we also have to make sure that we are putting things in so that people actually want to go in and subscribe. We're putting a little note like right below the little bar that says, hey, subscribe to this channel, or maybe making your thumbnail kind of interesting that encourages people to subscribe, right? We have to pay attention to that, because ultimately if your goal is to use your YouTube channel to fuel your hobby, to make some money, to buy a nice camera, and maybe make a business someday, then we have to take this kind of stuff seriously. I would love for YouTube to be a hobby that pays for itself, like cameras, software, all the setup. I have a green screen going in the back that costs money. It would be so awesome if YouTube was something that could pay for itself. And if I can get to 1,000 subscribers, yes, it will be that. But yet there's a great challenge right now. I got to get 800 subscribers, and I have to make sure that my watch time hits what it's supposed to by the end of the year. One of the first things that I started to do whenever this whole rule went into effect to get some more subscribers, and guys, this is just like a general life lesson, right? This is just a general life lesson, right? Something across the board that works in every situation that you'll ever get into, is that whenever we're given something, we feel like we have to give in return. It's human instinct, human nature. So what do you want right now? Do you want watch time? Do you want subscribers? So you have to give that to get that, right? Create your content, make awesome stuff, but if you really want people to be commenting and liking and subscribing, go out there and do that yourself. Find some new people out there and give them support, right? The reality is us little guys can take care of each other and build each other up, and we can send a few channels across the line just out of support. So the first week after this rule went on February 22nd, I thought, you don't go out there, myself, and comment and like and subscribe on many other channels. So why in the world should anyone do that for you, right? You're not even giving what you want. And that really challenged me. It challenged me to go out there and engage and be active. And I went out and I started finding all these channels and commenting and subscribing and liking and giving them what I wanted, guys. And sometimes it felt like work and sometimes it was great. And maybe some of you viewing right now are viewing because that's what I did to your channel. And the reality is that we can support each other, and I didn't go out there and say, hey, you have a great video, come and check out my channel, you might like it, please subscribe. I just would go out there and give them compliments and tell them I subscribe to their channel and I look forward to seeing more videos and that kind of stuff, right? And it actually came back to me. My subscriber rate almost doubled, right, in the last week, and that was because I was going out there and engaging and being active, and I was giving people what I wanted, and so that was being returned to me. And that's a huge life lesson, right? If you want to be successful and grow, you have to give other people the most value possible. And for us small people at a small level, sometimes that's just going out and commenting or subscribing on someone else's channel, and it will return to you. Of course, you want to make content. You want to make videos that are good. You want to make videos that make people want to subscribe and want to watch, right? That's the core of what we're doing here, is creating great content that people want to watch. But at the same time, you got to be giving what you want to get, right? And I think this is something that we can do very well to pay attention to. And most successful people, whenever I go in, and watch their biography or watch a video on them or read about them, they became successful because they gave other people what they wanted, right? They gave other people value, and that's what drove them, and that's what they focused on all the time, and that's why they became greater than the other people that are doing the exact same thing. It's because they really cared about the person receiving their stuff. And if we do that ourselves, it can really help our channels grow outside of just creating content. And the last thing that I'm really holding myself to is the game has changed, right? It's not what it was all of last year, and it's definitely not all what it was years ago, and that's okay, right? Life will constantly change. Difficulties will constantly arise, and things won't always go the way we want them to go. So this is not a chaotic, crazy, let's quit YouTube, let's get mad, let's tear things up kind of situation. It is disappointing, to say in the least. It's very disappointing that we were being incentivized and now that we're not. But, YouTube is still a great opportunity. There's still plenty of people out there that are having a great time, growing their hobby, or they're actually running a business and they're enjoying it. So we don't want to lose sight of that opportunity because of challenges, right? And that's what I told myself, Daniel, the game has changed. It's going to be more difficult. But don't lose sight of the reason why you're doing it. Hobby that pays for itself, right, guys? That's fantastic. Most people don't even get that opportunity. The fact that I was able to get there in 1 year is absolutely amazing to me. So since the game has changed, I have to change, you have to change, we have to change to make this work, right? It's still worth it, but we now have to adapt and move forward. And that's a very common theme in life. It's made me not fair. You might have put in a lot of work that now you've lost that financial incentive. But if we can change and we can adapt and we can learn and we can challenge ourselves to hit these new goals and these new marks, then we'll be rewarded for it. And that's the bottom line, guys, is that once we get there, we'll be able to cross over into a threshold that is even better than where we were before, because now, YouTubers with channels that have over 1,000 subscribers, over 4,000 hours of watch time, they're making even more money, right? They're getting paid to do more of what they love to do. They're able to afford bigger cameras, right, than they were in the past. So that's really awesome. Way to go, guys. Hopefully we will all be there soon, right? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it's helped you with the changes that YouTube has done. So please, of course, go down and subscribe. That's what I'm going for, 800 more. Like it and comment if you would. And I'll do the same for you, right? Let's support each other through these times and help each other get to our goals, right? And not do it by ourselves. All right, guys, y'all have a great one. I'll see you in the next video.